I'd like to welcome you here inside of Buffalo High School, home of the Bison, for some boys freshman basketball on Bison Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Getting ready to get started here for, like I said, freshman boys action. The girls put on a show. The girls winning by, I think, double digits over the Lady Bison. And hopefully this game goes the same way for the Bobcats, coming off of a win over the Lander Valley Tigers. I might be wrong about that, but we know that we saw them win against Wyoming Indian as well. So and we talk about that varsity boys game as well. Varsity boys taking down Lander pretty handedly in that Lander invite. But watching the future of that here from Buffalo High School. Well, tipping off here for the Bison will be... tipping off for the Bison here will be number 21. Number 21, Bradley Burke. And get ready to go. Tipping it away. David King and Burke. Here we go. Freshman boys basketball on Bison Sports Network. Shot is up on the inside. It's up and no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. And they'll bring it back the other way. A pretty hot start to this game already, pretty quickly. Near side, here comes number 13, Brett Shavlik. And this one taken away. Here come the Bobcats. Far side once again. Tyler Morris, shots up and it's no, and it is good for three. I believe that was King on the shot there, David King. It's not fair, he's taller than half the court. Coming down the left side, kicks it out to the corner, pump fakes, they'll move right side, or they'll kick it back up top here. A little bit higher pace here compared to the girls, obviously. They'll dish it up underneath. David King swatted that one back to sender. Return to sender. It's like that one Elvis Presley song. Max Martinez guarding here. Number 5's got this. We got the roster for Buffalo. We're just trying to get the roster for Thermopolis transfer onto this file that I got here, but this might just have to do for now. Shot is up and it is in. It looks like it was off of Reddick Mater. And this one is going to go back to the Bobcats. Here comes Martinez, double team there by the Bison. Obviously watched a little bit of film there on Max Martinez. He has had a fantastic past 3 games. Shot is up for 3. It is up and it is no good for Lucan Smith. Shots up on the left side, no good. This one taken for 2. This one is up and no good for number 13, Brett Shavlik. 6:17 to go in the first quarter of this boys game. Back underway. David King with it. King driving near side. Didn't have the game he really wanted against Lander. Ball is loose. Taken away by the Bison. Still 3-2 Bobcats. Goes out of bounds. 6:04 to go. And looks like a timeout has been called here, so we will take a quick breather. Bobcat timeout here in Buffalo. 2 minutes into the first quarter. It is 3-2 on the Bison Sports Network scoreboard. We'll be right back from inside the auxiliary gym. Let's welcome you back inside of Buffalo High School, home of the Bison. Buffalo and Thermopolis here for freshman action. Boys up 3-2. Max Martinez will get set to pass it in. And he'll throw it up here to number 20, Colby Deere. Colby had a pretty good game. Gets landed. A hard fall there on the near side. 5:59 to go as a little bit of contact there. They'll give it off. Here comes Martinez. He'll go far side, try to give it off, I think, to Deere. King back to Martinez for three. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Reddick Mater of the Bison. Stolen right back away. Tyler Morris tries to get back to Martinez. 5:42 to go in the first quarter of this freshman boys contest. Martinez gives it inside, left side, shots up and it's no good. Rebounded by, I think, number 11, Blaine Shavlik, 5'9" freshman. Driving inside, shots up from the elbow, rims out. David King trying to wrestle his way forward, and it'll be a jump ball down on the floor. Stays with the Bison. .5:26 to go in the first quarter of this game. Shavlik going to pass this one in for the Bison. Kicks up to the corner, or to the wing. Bradley Burke will pass left side, tries to give it to Brett Shavlik, and it will go out of bounds. Boys game's usually pretty aggressive. This one's playing as advertised. They'll give it up. Far side, David King's got it. He's being double teamed and a hard fall for Brett Shavlik. 3 Bison and 1 Bobcat. David King was the lone Bobcat down there, and these boys are playing rough tonight. I guess all those years growing up wrestling their brothers probably prepared them for this moment. Gives off Colby Deere, avoids the turnover. Right side, the ball is loose. Martinez tries to pick it up, and Reddick Mater's going to pick it up there for the Bison. They'll float it up to Lucan Smith. Smith's going to go past the Buffalo. Down the right side, shots up and a foul. Still 3-2, Bobcats on top. And Bobcats playing with a much faster pace than they did, quite frankly, against all 3 teams, Wyoming, Indian, Riverton, and Lander. Bobcats playing a much faster pace than they have all season. Into the game here is, Fabia Humphrey, I think is his first name. And then Schaefer into the game now as well. We also got Jacoby Elder into the game for the Bobcats. 4:54. I've noticed the Bison are wearing their old uniforms, or older, I should probably say. I recognize that uniform. Gives it up inside here to Humphrey. Humphrey, I think he got fouled by Smith there. Check that. It'll actually go back to the Bison off a Bobcat turnover. 4:50 to go here in the first quarter of tonight's action. They'll pass it up right side. Drives, kicks it out to the left, shots up, and it is in for Bradley Burke. And the Bison will have their first lead of the night. This one swatted, taken away. Here comes Lucan Smith down the right side. It's up and it's in. And we got a whistle. We have a whistle down there on the floor. 4:29 to go. Max Martinez shouting from the bench. Good passes. Martinez kind of being a coach over there, honestly, near side. Here comes Humphrey. He'll drive right side. Stops, kicks it back out. It's going to be taken away. Humphrey pump fakes inside. Shots up, and it's going to be a foul. Man, now this is the Buffalo team I expected to see. Got to remember, this Bison team, top of the charts in Class 3A. They have been for years, and they're really showing their muscle here in this freshman boys contest. Here comes Humphreys to the line. Shots up, and it is good. Sorry, Humphrey, singular. I apologize. Coming into the game here is going to be Ammon Gavis. Shots up. And no good. And it looks like it's going to be a line violation there, or a lane violation on number 21, Bradley Burke. So there'll be another free throw coming for Humphrey. Shots up, no good. And it's whistled dead down there, tied up. It looks like Jacoby Elder was in there with, I think, Aiden Hicks and Blaine Shavlik. Far side, Elder's playing him on defense here. Tries to spin out of it, and it is going to be whistled dead, a jump ball. And it will go back to the Bobcats. 4 minutes to go here. We're halfway through the first quarter of this freshman boys game. Here comes Humphrey with it. Near side, he'll pass it far. Elder passes it, it's swatted away. Humphrey wanted to go for three there. He'll drive right side. Kicks it back out to Elder. Elder steps, he'll move inside, kicks it back to Humphrey. Humphrey on the right wing, moving left side up near the elbow. Kicks it back out to Elder. Elder will drive inside. He's got a lane. Jump shot's coming up. It's up and it's in. Tied up at 6 here in Buffalo. Right wing, driving inside. Kicks it back out toward the Gatorade cooler here. And it is going to be looks like a foul on Thermopolis. We got some subs coming in for the Bobcats. David King and Max Martinez going to come in. Like I said, the most fast-paced game the Bobcats have played, at least from my observation all season. Tied up at 6 here in Buffalo. Trying to make the dangerous trip worth it here. Left side. Kicks it back out. Nope, King's going to tie it up there. I apologize, our clock was left running, so we're fixing that now on the scoreboard, but it is 3:20 to go in the first. Passing it in will be Bradley Burke, 5'10" as a freshman. Buffalo's got some really tall people up on this team here. Right side, shots up, has a relatively open lane to the basket. Looks like a foul on Thermopolis. We'll keep it with the Bison. Passing it in will be Blaine Shavlik. They'll pass it in. Shots up for three. It's up and it is missed by Reddick Mater. A little too much power on that one. David King, Euro step. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there by Elder. Shots up and it's in. Max Martinez. Like I said, Martinez has been a points machine this entire season so far, into the 4th game of the season for the freshman boys. Shots up and it is in. I think that shot was made by James Labruska. A lot of interesting surnames here on this roster. Kicks it out, David King for three. He's already made one basket today. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Blaine Shavlik. Near side to Lucas Smith. Here comes Smith. He's got a lot of speed carrying him there. Shots up, a little bit contested. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Martinez. Martinez will bring it down near side. Picked up by Aiden Hicks. Drives right side, double team. They'll kick it back out to Elder for three. This one is up and it is no good. Rebounded by James Labruska of the Bison. Aiden Hicks with it on the corner. Hicks will sling it on over. Pretty sloppy ball there on this possession. Underneath, shot is up and it is in for Noah Bybee Price. Buffalo with a 10-8 lead. And it's taken away. I think it was Lucas Smith that took it away there on the far side. Down the right, shot is up and it's no good by Labruska. He'll take this one back on the left side. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded. 21, Humphrey on the rebound. Tries a behind the back dribble there. Goes back to the Bison. And we got some of the Bison JV and varsity players down there supporting their team. They're wearing their practice jerseys still down there. So they must have just gotten out because they were practicing when we got here. That's why they're in the Oggs gym tonight, is because of the Bison practicing in the main gym. Martinez back to King up top. Drives into the right wing. Inside the arc, he'll kick it back out to Humphreys. He'll go into the right elbow. Kicks it back out here to 23, Mansfield. King, drive in right lane. Using his size. Up and in. David King ties it up here in Buffalo. This kid's something special. Played football last year as well at Thermopolis Middle School. I knew right then when I saw him on the field that this kid plays basketball. He's going to be something special. Looks like I'm right. He'll be on the JV and varsity squad before too long, but right now playing on the freshman team. Right side, shot is up, and it is good. Didn't catch the number. I think it was 21, Bradley Burke. 43 seconds to go here. David King on the far side. King guarded there by 21, Burke. He'll go right side. This one taken away. Shavlik, left side. It's up and it's in. 14-10. I think this is the longest or largest lead today that they've had. Buffalo has not gotten too far away from Thermopolis. Here comes Martinez. Picks up the dribble. Passes it back here to Humphrey. Humphrey driving right side. Pump fake. Shot is up and it is no good. 10 left to go here in the first. Burke with it. 5, 4, 3, and it's going to be a foul down there on the floor as a hard lick there for hard fall for Bradley Burke. We got some subs coming onto the floor for the Bobcats. It looks like 10 and 5. So we got Schaefer and Tyler Morris coming on. They'll pass it in. Ball's taken away by Martinez. He'll give it out here, and this one not able to be given off by Mansfield, and we'll take it to the second quarter. 14-10, the Bison lead here at home, and we'll be right back. You are watching boys freshman basketball on Basin Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. We'll be back from Buffalo High School in just a second. 14-10, Bison on top. Like to welcome back inside of the auxiliary gym here at Buffalo High School, home of the Bison. 8 minutes put on the board here. The Bobcats going to inbound this one in. Schaefer will take the will give the inbound. Max Martinez will take it down court. Back underway here in Buffalo. Martinez gives it off. Here comes Schaefer. Shots up for three. It's up and it's in. 3. It's Schaefer on this one. A 1-point game here in Buffalo. Lucan Smith gives it up inside. This one's going to be a fight for the ball. It's taken away by Colby Deere. Deere, far side, and this guy is built like a wrestler. So is Elder. Max Martinez passing right side. Here comes Schaefer. Gives it up underneath to Colby Deere. Ball is loose and taken away by Martinez. Left side. Shots up and it's no good. Rebounded by Lucan Smith of the Bison. Buffalo still with a 1-point lead here at home. The pass left side. Here comes Lucan Smith. Smith gets back. He'll drive. Hesitates there on the dribble. Gives up inside to Aiden Hicks. Now they'll have it on the wing to number 30, Keegan Wynand. Wynand's a pretty familiar surname to me, being in Buffalo. Shots up, and it is in for number 5, Lucan Smith. I don't know where I remember that wine. I know I remember it from when I was calling Buffalo games a couple years ago. I think it was Coulter, actually, now that I think about it. Shot is up, and it is blocked. Lucan Smith putting a hand on it there, and the clock will stop on the foul. David King coming back into the game here for Mansfield. Foul was committed by number 30, Martinez. His first foul of the game. Martinez tries to poke it away, avoids the backcourt violation. Near side, here comes Lucan Smith. He'll pass left, number 25, Noah Bybee Price. Shot is up and it's no good. I think that shot was taken by number 3, Reddick Mater. Schaefer passes it left side to Martinez. Martinez switches hands. He'll drive left side, kicks it back out. Pump fake, he'll move. Left side, kicks it back to Martinez on the back door. I think they're going Bobcat here. Gives it up, shots it from mid-range. It's up and it's good. And we got looks like a timeout by the Bobcats as Weishar wants to talk it over with his kids there. We'll be right back from inside of Buffalo High School in just a moment. It's a 1-point game, 16-15 here on the Two Basin Sports Network scoreboard. We'll be back from Buffalo High School in just a second. Let's welcome back inside of Buffalo High School, home of the Bison. Here off of I-90, here east of the Bighorn Mountains, here in Johnson County. I think about 45 minutes north of the town of KC, where I'll be heading back tonight. So just north of where Chris Ledoux called home. And take it away. Here comes the Bobcats here on the other end of the floor. Shot is up. It's so good. Rebounded by Morris. King on the offensive rebound. This time it's taken away by the Bison. And he is going to fall to the floor pretty hard there. That was Colby Deere. I wonder if they call it a blocking foul here. Yep, it looks like they did. Ooh. So the Bobcats used their second timeout of the day. Looks like a whistle down there on the floor. 5:33 to go here in this half. They'll give it inside. Down the right side, he has a lane. Shots up and it's in for Noah Bybee Price. 5'11" this kid is. Very tall indeed. For a freshman anyway. Shots up on the right side by Tyler Morris. It's up and no good. So 18-15. Bobcats going to take some free throws here as Tyler Morris will get 2 free tickets to free throw land. Shots up, no good. And 3 Bison and 3 Bobcats coming onto the floor, 13, 11, and 24 for the Bison. So that's both the Shavlik brothers and then James Labruska coming back into the game for the Bobcats. Labruska has got quite a couple points under his belt here tonight for the Bison. Shots up, and it's in. So the Bobcats will make it a 2-point game here once again. 5:16 to go. And falls on his back there. Bison ball as Brett Shavlik will get set to pass it in for the Bison. Now, like we said, Troy Weishar, the freshman coach here for the Bobcats, has professional basketball experience. He actually played overseas in Luxembourg back in the day. And here comes the Bison. Shot is up and it's in for Reddick Mater. 20-16, Bison on top here at home. Driving inside, jump shot from the elbow. It's up and it's in. It is Elder. That one rattled around in the rim. Jacoby Elder on the basket. Down the right side, here comes another number 11, Blaine Shavlik. 34 here on the board on the seconds column for this second quarter. A foul on the Bobcats as Brett Shavlik will go to the line to shoot 2. Shots up, and it is no good for Shavlik. He'll have another one, though. David King and Tyler Morris will grab the rebound for the Bobcats here. Shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Jacoby Elder. Bobcats using a play call. They're going to go Cowboy here. It was a call that they did in the middle school, too. Calling for the setup is Humphrey. They want to get this offense going here, try and get some points on the board. Kicks it back out. This one taken away. And this one taken back, and this one's going to be given up front court to Gavus. And this one taken back away by Bradley Burke. And historically, when the Bobcats run those plays, they normally don't work out too well for them. Shot is up and it's in off the whistle. Oh, check that. It's actually going to be given back to the Bobcats. Big cheers from the purple side here. Humphrey is going to pass it in for the Bobcats. It's got David King up there as well as Jacoby Elder, and I guess you could probably argue Gavus. Back underway here in this second quarter of action from Buffalo High School. David King with it on the far side. Dribbles to his right. Drive inside. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded there by the Bison, but stolen right on back by number 11, Jacoby Elder. Here comes Humphrey. Passes it inside. I think he tried to give it off inside to number 5, Morris. David King on the steal back. Shots up, and it's in! Tie ball game here in Buffalo. Far side, here comes Smith. Smith guarded by King. Passes right side to Mater. Mater pump fakes on the volleyball line. He's going to give it inside here to Blaine Shavlik, and it's taken away. Number 13, Ammon Gavus on this steal. Right side, Humphrey. Gives it out now to Elder. Elder will drive inside off the left elbow, kicks out to King. King on the right elbow, shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Bison, number 11, Blaine Shavlik. This one kept in bounds, out of bounds. I think it was, I saw James Labruska try to chase it down. We got another timeout called here. It looks like a Buffalo timeout this time. And we'll be right back. It's all knotted up at 20 from Buffalo High School. 3:05 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be right back on Two Bases Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Let's welcome you back inside of Buffalo High School here inside the auxiliary gym. 3:05 to go here in the second quarter of action. Pretty big sized crowd here filling up the seats here in the Augs gym. It's a tight squeeze enough as it is. But we are back here as Max Martinez will get us started again. Near side is going to be Elder. Down the right side, kicks it out to, I think that's Deere. He'll drive inside, jump stop, shots up and it's in. Bobcats take the lead. And Thermopolis starting to get things kind of figured out a little bit here in the second. Still having a lot of trouble keeping a hold of the ball, but they are making their shots. Shots up and it's no good. They'll try to grab the rebound. O-Reb for the Bison. I thought I saw Labruska in there on the rebound. 2:31 to go. I must say that is a very fun name to say. James Labruska coming in at 6 foot here as a freshman. Good Lord. Shots up and no good. Got 2 Bison and no Bobcats coming in. Looks like coming in is Tripp Irish, and also pending substitution is Roland Charon. Shots up and it is good for Labruska. 1-point game here in Buffalo. Bobcats on top for the first time tonight. James Labruska headed to the bench here. Coming on is Roland Sharon. I think so, I'm not sure. I just stuttered there. That was embarrassing. Schaefer inside to Elder. It's up and it's in. 3-point lead. Biggest lead of the night tonight for the Bobcats. Definitely not what we're used to seeing here for the Bobcats against the Bison. Like I said in the girls' game, the Bison usually dominate the Bobcats. Roland Sharon passing it left side here to Blaine Shavlik. Shots up from the elbow. It's up and no good, and it will go out of bounds. 1:57 to go here on the scoreboard. David King, and we also got Humphrey coming onto the floor for the Bobcats. Headed off is Jacoby Elder and Mansfield. Schaefer will pass it in, and this one, watch out. Ugh, they got to work on that ball control or somebody's going to get killed. 1:55 to go. They'll give it inside. Shavlik, jump stop, shot is up. King almost on the block there, but it does go in. Bison will get the point off of the Shavlik shot. Left side, David King. King passing it left side to Humphrey. Humphrey will move inside, gets it past the free throw line. Shot is up, and it is no good. Kicked out, and this one is going to go back to Bradley Burke of the Bison. Left side, he'll keep it up there on the wing. Shot is up for 3, and no good for Reddick Mater. Goes out of bounds, back to the back to the Bobcats. 24-23 to go here. 24-23 to score, 1:15 to go. Max Martinez, near side, slings it over to Colby Deere for 2. It's up and it's in. What a shot by Colby Deere. Reddick Mater gives it inside. That's going to be a whistle down there on the floor as David King tried to rip it away from Bradley Burke. 57 seconds left to go on the TBSN scoreboard. Personal foul by, I think that was by King, his second of the game. It will send the Bison into the bonus with the 5th team foul for the Bobcats. Taking the shot is Bradley Burke. He's guaranteed 2 free throws here. Shot is up. No good. Colby Deere had to be good on his reflexes there. David King headed to the bench, and headed onto the floor is number 5, Tyler Morris. Burke's second shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there by number 10, Schaefer. Schaefer on the far side. He'll pass right here to Colby Deere. Deere passing it here to Humphrey. Humphrey slings it on over. Back to him there on the right wing. Jump stop. Gives it back up to Schaefer. Schaefer will drive. And stoppage of play there with 34 seconds to go. Looks like a foul there on Buffalo. Looks like it'll be their 4th team foul, and the personal foul will go to number 22. So Roland Sharon getting his first personal. They'll give it inside. Humphrey with it. He'll try and drive right, but it's stopped there by 22 Sharon. Martinez, far side, driving down the left, kicks it back out. They're passing it around the perimeter here. 20 seconds to go here in the second. Humphrey driving, kicks it out, shots up for three. It's up and it's no good. Humphrey almost had, or sorry, check that. Schaefer almost had that. Less than 10 seconds to go. Bobcats trying to contain them there. They got all four men back down there on the court. Here comes Martinez with the steal. 2-1, and loses the ball. It's out of bounds. Not like it matters, though, because the buzzer will sound the expiration of the second quarter. We'll be right back in 10 minutes or so after the halftime break. The Bobcats on top here in Buffalo. Freshman girls won. The Bobcat boys are trying to get a win as well tonight. Try and make the dangerous trip through the mountain worth it. We'll be right back in less than 10 minutes for the start of the third quarter of action. We're watching Thermopolis freshman basketball on Bison Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, here on the voice of the Bobcats. We'll be back for the third quarter. Let's welcome you back here inside of Buffalo High School, home of the Bison, as we get ready to start the second half of action here as we get ready to wrap up our coverage tonight of freshman boys basketball. And it's been a really fun game tonight to watch for the Bobcats. They kind of struggled in that first quarter, but they kind of got things started rolling again in the second quarter. It's going to be exciting to see what they can do for the remainder of this game. Game brought to you by nobody today. We don't have a sponsor for this broadcast, so keep in mind if you're a business and would like your ad on our broadcasts this upcoming season, you can take a look at our sponsorship packages. We should have the link on our Facebook page pinned, but you can also email us and we'll get to you there as soon as we can. But for now, this is brought to you by just viewers like you and the support of our fans and our donors, so we thank you for that. As we get ready to get this second half started, the fourth game of the season for the freshmen. I think 2 wins, 1 loss, one of them to Riverton. We were there in Lander for that one. Back underway, here comes Martinez. Shot is up and it is no good. King on the rebound. And King slings it on back to number 10. Shot is up and it is no good. They'll get it down on the right side, still keep possession. Morris will pass it back to Martinez, driving right side. Shot is up and it is no good. Goes on out of bounds. It'll be white ball. Back underway here in this third quarter. Pass it over to the left side. Driving, this is number 11, Blaine Shavlik. And shot is up and it is in for 3. Buffalo will tie it up here at 26. Martinez will sling it on over, take it away. Here comes Bradley Burke. This one taken back away by Colby Deere this time. Shot is up and it's in. Contested and on the move. 28-26. With it now is 11, Shavlik. He'll move left side, guarded by Schaefer. Driving inside. Shot is up and it is no good. Rebounded by the Bison. With it on the wing is Shavlik. Shot is up and no good by Brett Shavlik. Rebounded by Burke. Shots up. That one's no good. There'll be a third chance. That one's up and no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Taken back by the Bison. Here comes Brett Shavlik. Shot is up. That one's no good. Can't get that one to fall. Bison have been struggling here so far in this third quarter. 2 minutes by. Colby Deere with it up near the scorer's table. Guarded heavily by Brett Shavlik. Passes to the left side. And a hard fall to the floor there. Tyler Morris with the tough play there. And looks like we got a substitute coming on for the Bobcats. It is Humphrey. Coming off the floor is going to be Max Martinez. 28-26 here on the TBSN scoreboard. 6:01 to go here in the third. Colby Deere will pass it in for the Bobcats. Passes it up to Elder, or tries to. King's going to get it on the left side. Shot is up, and it is no good for David King. Rebounded by Blaine Shavlik. And out of bounds, stays with the Bison. Off the touch by the Bobcats. They got checked that. Actually, it's going to be Bobcat ball. Lucan Smith and Blaine Shavlik trying to appeal here. Colby Deere going to pass it in for the Bobcats. They'll have it up on the left side. Humphrey drives, kicks it back out to Elder. Elder right side to Schaefer. Pivots, gives it off to David King on the right wing. Hey, that rhymes. Gives off. Shots up for Elder. It's up and no good. Usually can make those shots in motion like that, but nope. Not that time. 5:35 to go here as we got a substitute coming on for the Bison, number 24. James Labruska coming back into the game. Like I said earlier, 6-foot freshman. I don't know very many freshmen that are that tall quite yet. Here comes Lucan Smith. He'll go right side. Left lane shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Bradley Burke, but it was a jump ball as it is tied up down there, and David King will inbound it for the Bobcats. He's got a couple options here. He'll give it off to Schaefer. They'll pass it back between him and King. Humphrey's also down there on the right side of the floor. Here comes Colby Deere now with it. Taken and stolen away by Brett Shavlik. Gives it up now to Lucan Smith. He'll have it on the hoof of the Buffalo. Right wing. They'll have it here between the wing and the corner. They'll drive right side. Shot is not there. The shot is up on the reverse layup. It's up and in. And Buffalo will make it a tie ball game off that 2-point shot. David King with it now. He'll have it far side to number 10. And this one taken away, and this one's out of bounds. Off of number 13, Brett Shavlik. Brett's going to get set to pass it in for the Bison. They got two Bison back there in the backcourt. King and Humphrey pressing up here. They'll pass it in. Smith keeping it near side. They'll go past the Buffalo. Has it on the volleyball line. Stays there. Trying to cross over, and that is a collision there between him and Humphrey. And there is claps coming up from the Buffalo fans and coaches. Tied up at 28 here in Buffalo. We got a sub coming on for the Bobcats, number 23, Mansfield. He's a dangerous shooter, and he displayed that in the invite in Lander. And wide open there was number 13, Brett Shavlik, but it'll go out of bounds. So that play was all for naught as they were not able to get anything going at the basket. Humphrey with it. He'll pump fake. He'll pass far side to Schaefer. Schaefer is swatted. And down the left side. Shot is up, and it is in for Brett Shavlik. 30-28 as the Bison reclaim the lead. Gives it up to David King. King, right wing. He'll sling it on over. It is up in a bit of a collision there between collision there between 22 or 21. That is Bradley Burke and another player there between him and Mansfield. Sorry. Out of bounds and back to the Bobcats. 3:43 to go here in this third quarter. David King with it on the far side. King will lose it there. We got a timeout here, it looks like. So it looks like a Bobcat timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. It looks like it is a 30-second timeout, so don't go anywhere. We're back inside of Buffalo High School, home of the Bison, here inside the Ox Gym. Half an hour's drive south of Sheridan, 45 minutes drive north of KC here in Johnson County. Back underway for the start, midway through the third quarter, 3:30 to go. Here comes Elder. He'll kick it back to Max Martinez. Martinez pump fakes, gives it back up to Humphrey. Humphrey on the right elbow, kicks it back up to Elder. Elder driving inside. There were two men there. Shots up, and it is no good for Tyler Morris. Humphrey there on the O-Reb. Humphrey on the screen set there by Mansfield. They'll kick it out to Martinez. Martinez. Morris. Back to Humphrey. Humphrey kicks it out to, Mansfield. Sorry for three, but it's up and no good. 2:48 to go here. Looks like a push foul here on the Bobcats. Going onto the bench is, good Lord, going onto the bench is James Labruska and Reddick Mater. And here comes Shavlik. Shots up from the left side. It's up and in. Buffalo extends their lead to 4. Here comes Elder. Right side. Shots up and it's blocked. Shots up again, this time by Mansfield. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Hicks. And shoulders his way into the turnover. Here comes Martinez on a flary little pass there by Elder. Here comes Humphrey. Kicks it back out to number 11, Elder. And we got a whistle down there on the floor. Martinez will get set to pass it in for the Bobcats. 2:15 to go. Gives it up inside to Elder. Elder bounce pass, and this one is going to be taken away by Brett Shavlik. Near side, here comes 21, Bradley Burke. Shots up and it's no good. Rebounded by Shavlik. Shots up and it's in. 34-28. It's a football score here in Buffalo. Martinez and taken away. Here comes Lucan Smith. Smith taken away again, this time by Morris. Here comes Humphrey. Pump fake. Shots up and it's no good. Can't make a man miss like that and then proceed to miss the shot. It's on the floor here. This will be a foul on Buffalo. We've got 2 subs apiece here. 24-1 coming on for the Bison. That is Trip Irish and James Labruska coming back into the game. Didn't see the subs for the Bobcats. Max Martinez going to inbound for the purple and gold. Gives it inside. Shot is up and it is in for Thermopolis. 4-point game here in Buffalo. And this one taken back by the Bobcats. 1:23 to go. Martinez for 3. Shots up and it's no good. He'll have another opportunity. That one's up no good. David King trying to grab the rebound. He will. It's blocked. Aiden Hicks on the block for the Bison. Gives it off here to number 5. This one's kicked back out to Schaefer. Shot is up and it's no good. Schaefer tried to grab his own rebound. It's out of bounds. It looks like it's on Shavlik. And it will go back to the Bobcats. 57 seconds. And looks like another timeout. And it is timeout's been called. 57 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We'll be right back. You are watching Bobcat Boys Freshman Basketball on 2Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. 34-30, Buffalo on top. Like talking you back inside of Buffalo High School here in Buffalo, Wyoming, here in central Johnson County, North Central. 57 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Bobcats trailing by 4 with 8 minutes and 57 seconds to go in this game. They'll kick it in. Martinez dribbles left side of the key, shots up and it's no good. Rebounded by Labruska. Here comes Bradley Burke. He'll give it back. Blaine Shavlik with it. Gives it up right side. Shots up and it's no good. Rebounded by Labruska. Shots up and it's in. Right side, Max Martinez kind of loses control there. Bounce pass inside. Shots up and it's no good. Rebounded by number 1, Trip Irish. Ball is loose. He'll pick it up. Gives it up to Labruska. Labruska passes it up now to Bradley Burke. Burke going right side. Shot is up. It's blocked by King. What a block by David King. Oh, they're saying there was... Oh, never mind. There's not a foul. 15 seconds to go here. Gives it up underneath. This is going to be Bradley Burke with it. Pivots. Looks for the shot. It's up. No good. And hits the face of 13, Ammon Gavus. Gives it up. 3-point. Nope, never mind. He'll drive inside. 6-5. Shots up and no good. Rebounded by Hicks. And a jump ball. He'll stay with the Bison. 3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. They'll send Blaine Shavlik back to the baseline here. Looking to pass it in as soon as he can. Gets it up top to Trip Irish. Irish takes a contested jumper. It's blocked. Max Martinez thought he had a chance to shoot it there, but that will conclude the third quarter of action. And we will take it into the fourth now. 36-30 to score here at the end of 3. And we'll be right back from Buffalo High School inside the auxiliary gym. You are watching Thermopolis Bobcats freshman basketball on Bison Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Let's welcome back here inside of Buffalo High School, home of the Bison. And Bobcat freshman boys basketball on Bison Sports Network. This broadcast brought to you by our viewers. Go and sponsor list for this set of games. So links to donate are in the description. If you are a business and would like your ad here on the scoreboard, then email us to BasonSportsNetwork@gmail.com. Passes left side. This is David King. King moving inside, has it, shots up on the elbow. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded and a fall there for Colby Deere and another person back there inside the paint. 7:39 to go in the game. They'll have Deere pass it in from the near sideline. Gets it out to David King. King slings it on over to Schaefer. He'll move left side, jump stop, gets the shot up, and it's no good. 7:32 to go. And here comes Reddick Mater, going to pass it in for the Bison. Whistle. Oh. Thought there was a whistle. Shavlik's going to bring it up past the Buffalo. Moves inside. This is Brett Shavlik with it. He'll retreat back to the corner. and gets it taken away. Colby Deer, but it's stolen right on back by Roland Sharon. Shots up from the left side's up and no good. David King on the rebound, and we got a whistle. Bobcat ball. Never mind. I don't know what I was saying. They'll pass it in. They're going to go Cowboy here for the Bobcats. Max Martinez, right side, swings it, gives it off to Schaefer. Schaefer on the elbow. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded there by 22. Roland Sharon. Back to 11, Blaine Shavlik. Near side here to Noah Bybee Price. Far side, this one is Blaine Shavlik. Gives it up now to Brett Shavlik. The two twins have been sharing it all the game today. Shot is up and it's no good for Brett Shavlik. And it's Max Martinez with it. He'll give it up. Bounce pass to David King. Stops, takes the jumper for three! No, check that. It's for two. He had a foot inside the line. It's 36-32. Shots up for three. This one will be for three. This one's up and no good. Far side. Here comes number 20, Deer, and a whistle. We got subs for the Bobcats. Jacoby Elder coming in with Humphrey also coming in. 6:12 to go in the game. And a substitution here now for Buffalo as Keegan Winan will come in for Reddick Mater. 6:12 to go. Gives it up inside to Elder. Now back to Humphrey. Humphrey will kick it out here to Colby Deer. Jump stop, gives it up now. Shots up for Schaefer for three. It's up and it's in. Three! Schaefer. Don't have his first name, but here comes number 11 with it. Blaine Shavlik. He'll pass up to Brett and falls to the floor. They'll try to keep it in bounds. They'll go up near the Gatorade cooler and back to the Bobcats. Max Martinez stood up and clapped there. Bobcats getting excited over there on the bench. 1 point game here in Buffalo. This game is still nowhere close to being over for either team here. Shots up from three. Pulls up. Three! Back-to-back three-point field goals for the Bobcats. And he'll fall hard to the floor there as Brett Shavlik took a lick. I think the shot was made by either Schaefer or Tyler Morris. The foul was committed there by number 11, Jacoby Elder, his second personal. Off the floor there was Roland Sharon. Passing in will be number 13, Brett Shavlik. He'll give it up. Here comes 21, Bradley Burke. I think he's just now come back in the game. Shots up and it's in to tie the game. Tied at 38 here in Buffalo. It's tipped. It's stolen away. Here comes Smith. Shots up. It's a foul. Two tickets to free throw land for number 5, Lucan Smith, 5'11" freshman. Shots up. Good. David King and Max Martinez coming onto the floor now for the Bobcats. Coming off is Schaefer, and we also got Colby Deer coming off for Thermopolis. Shots up. Good. 2-point game here. Still anybody's game here in Buffalo. Bobcats have kept it at arm's length here. Not even arm's length, elbow's length. And taken away there by Elder. And we got a substitution coming onto the floor for the Bison. It is James Labruska coming back into the game. Headed onto the bench is Keegan Winand. They'll throw this one up to Blaine Shavlik. Here comes his brother Brett. Down the right lane. Brett Shavlik kicks it out, tries to get out there. It's stolen away by Max Martinez on the attempted pass to Labruska. Ball is lost. Labruska picks it up. Blaine Shavlik with it. He'll pass far side to Lucan Smith. Back to Shavlik. Has it up on the wing. This is Lucan Smith. He'll pass it. Shot is up for two. It's up and no good. He'll have an inside shot. That one's up and in. Shot made by Blaine Shavlik. 21. Passing up now to David King. Gives up to Tyler Morris. Max Martinez with it. He'll bounce pass wide open. Kicks it back out to Humphrey. He'll sidestep, gives it up to David King for three. It's up and it's no good. I think King's been one of the scoring leaders here for the Bobcats. Right side, gives it up now to 11, Blaine Shavlik. Throws it up to Lucan Smith. It goes out of bounds. 4:14 to go here in this game. Lucan Smith will get set to pass it in for the Bison. Smith passing it in now to Shavlik. Blaine Shavlik with it. He'll go left side. Shots up for Labruska. It's up and no good. And taken back away by Lucan Smith. Smith slings it on over. It goes on out of bounds. Brett Shavlik was the intended target there. He's got some cotton in his nose there. Wonder if he didn't get a little banged up at some point during the game. Shavlik gives it up backcourt to Lucan Smith. Less than 4 minutes to go, halfway through the fourth. Passes it left side. This is number 11, Blaine Shavlik, now to Labruska. Labruska passes right side. Brett Shavlik with it. He'll drive. Free throw line. Gives up to Labruska. He keeps it in bounds. Good job there. Lucan Smith for three. It's up, and it is good for three. 45-38, the biggest lead of the night for the Bison, as Lucan Smith takes a tumble, but he gets right back up to get in the face of Humphrey. Max Martinez passes underneath. It's up, and it's no good for Elder. Shots up, and it's in! Tyler Morris. Ball's loose. It's taken back by the Bobcats. Right side. It's blocked. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats with 3:13 to go. And a timeout has been called. And it's going to be a full timeout for the Thermopolis Bobcats. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. You are watching boys freshman basketball on 2 Bison Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. We'll be back from inside of Buffalo High School in just a moment. It is 45-40, Buffalo on top. I'd like to welcome you back inside of Buffalo High School. We've been spoiled with the size of auxiliary gyms. We were in Lander recently for the Lander Invite. That was a massive gymnasium for an Augs gym. But Buffalo, even though it's not that big of an Augs gym, it's still extremely pretty. This floor looks like they just recently redid it too. So I know they recently redid the varsity court, but this whole place just looks pretty. What am I talking about? There's a reason why I love coming here and why I looked forward to this game. I was hoping the weather would be a little bit better than it was, but I'm alive, aren't I? Here comes Colby Deere. A little bit of contact there. It's up and it's no good. They'll still try to get there in a whistle. 3:03 to go here in this game. So far, it's kind of been the Brett and Blaine Shavlik show. The two brothers have been doing super well today. Can't wait to see what they do when they get up to varsity in a couple of years, if they're not already playing some sort of varsity time. Lucan Smith also has had a good game today. He'll pass left side. Here comes Blaine Shavlik. Shots up for two. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there by Colby Deere, as it looked like 13. Brett Shavlik just stood there. Shot is up for Shavlik. It's up and no good, and a foul. I think they're going to take this to the free throw line. Mansfield getting set to come back in for the Bobcats. And it is free throws coming up here for Brett Shavlik. Shot is up. It's up and no good. I think Brett Shavlik has gotten the most of the points tonight for the Bobcats. He's certainly played the best. Or sorry, not the Bobcats, the Bison. Colby Deere headed to the bench here. Hey, that rhymed. I think Ammon Gavis came onto the floor. Shots up and it's in for the Bison. 46-40. Bobcats tied it up from this deficit earlier in the game. David King. And looks like a foul here on Buffalo. It'll stay on the ground. So this should take them to the free throw, or not the free throw line, but the baseline. And it will. David King will get ready to inbound for the Bobcats. The Bison are in the bonus, so one more foul by the Bobcats will send them to free throw land. Kicks it out. Schaefer with it. Shot is up from mid. It's contested. It's no good. Rebounded there by Mansfield. David King wanted to go for three there. You can see it in his eyes. Shot's up, and it's in for the inside. 42 on the board for the Bobcats. Lucan Smith, far side here to Blaine Shavlik. Gives it off now to Lucan Smith. Smith got the pick set there by 21. Shots up, and it's a foul. Bradley Burke with a good screen there to try and get that opportunity started. 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. 2:02 to go here in tonight's action. Foul was committed by number 3, David King, his third personal. Shots up, and it is no good. David King and Ammon Gavis will be getting the free throw duties here. Or check that. Actually, it will not be Gavis. It will actually be Humphrey again. So Humphrey and King will be trying to grab the rebound for the Bobcats here. Shots up. Good. Really good shot there. 2 minutes to go here. 48, sorry. And they're going to try and wrestle this one away from David King, and it's going to go back to the Bison, it looks like. 5-point game. Bobcats need as many points as they can get here. They'll give it off. Here comes Lucan Smith, far side to Blaine Shavlik. Shavlik here to 21. Inside shot is up, and it is no good. And a whistle. And Lucan Smith is pretty upset as he smacks the floor. I've seen players express frustration on the gym mat, but not the floor usually. There's going to be Bison ball. Looks like Troy Weishar is all by himself today over there on the far bench. Shane Corpening and Paul Collimer not in the building today. Coming back into the game is James Labruska. Oh, check that. He's not. Well, I think he was getting shoved there by the coach to get to the scorer's table, and then he changed his mind. Brett Shavlik going to come up with some free throws here. Shots up, and it is no good. 47-42 here on the TBSN scoreboard. Brett Shavlik with his second shot coming up here. Humphreys and King will grab the rebound. It's up, and it's no good. And a whistle down there on the floor. And coming into the game now is finally going to be James Labruska as he is awaiting substitution. And then Jacoby Elder is going to get set to come back into the game. Check that. They're sitting Labruska again. They look like they want to sub him in, and then they bring him back to the bench. I don't know what is going on there. 137. Far side, Humphrey. Ooh, despite the contact, still keeps control of the ball. Gives it up now to Elder. Shots up, and it's in! Jacoby Elder with the basket. 70 seconds to go, or almost 70 seconds to go here in Buffalo. Far side, past the Buffalo, and we got a whistle down there on the floor. I think it might be a foul here on Humphrey. And it is. It'll be his second personal. And it will send the Bison to the free throw line here once again off the bonus. Lucan Smith taking the free throws for the Bison. Shots up, and it is good. 48-44. Game still not lost here for the Bobcats. But they've got to really push forward here these next minute 12. Shots up, and it's in. Splash. Bobcats back underway. Here comes David King with the ball on the near side. King drives inside, kicks it back out to Humphrey. Shot is up, and it is no good. And we got a whistle. Schaefer gets it to pass it in. Gives it up to Martinez on the corner. He is right up there. He'll drive inside, kicks it out to King. King pump fakes, drives. King looking to Elder for three. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Blaine Shavlik. Here comes Lucan Smith with it now on the wing. 42 seconds to go. 5-point game. They need a three and a inside shot to win or to tie this game. 2 threes to win. Here comes 21. Bradley Burke. Burke gives it off now. Here comes Lucan Smith. Smith drives, kicks it out to the corner for no shot there. Loses control of the ball. It's taken away. Elder. Oh, far side, goes back out of bounds to the Bison. 16 seconds. There's the scorer's table. Here comes Bradley Burke. They're trying to run down the clock here. Burke, King trying to get the ball away any way he can, and we got a whistle. 7 seconds to go. It looks like a hold here on King. Well, this is going to be another couple of free throws coming up for Bradley Burke, and this game a little bit more difficult now. 7 seconds, 5 points. They got to really push hard here if he misses both of these. Shots up. No good off the right side. Bobcats pretty much need Bradley to miss this one here. And then they really got to hustle down court and get a three. 2 threes, actually. Shots up. Good. 6-point game. Here comes King. They will roll the ball. He'll pick it up. He's forced to there. King slings it on over to Martinez. Martinez driving inside, kicks it out to Elder for three. It's up, and it is good! 3! But the buzzer sounds, and that will conclude the game. The Bobcats needed that a couple more seconds ago. But that will conclude our action tonight from Buffalo as the final score, 50-47. Bobcats lose. The girls' freshman team won, but the boys fall just short again. Just like in Riverton, just things did not go their way. And this is going to end our coverage once again. Next time we see you will be on Friday at the Flaming Gorge Classic in Green River. We'll be there from the elementary school in Rock Springs, I think it is. We got the schedule from the athletic director yesterday, so we'll get the live streams posted on our channel here when we get back to Thermopolis. But we will be at the Flaming Gorge Classic in I almost said Sheridan. In Green River and Rock Springs. I should probably say they're having them in both Rock Springs and Green River. So we'll see you on I-80 this coming Friday. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It should. It's supposed to be nice from what I hear, so we'll see you there. But for now, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in to coverage of freshman girls and boys basketball on Two Basin Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, on the Voice of the Bobcats. We also forgot to mention our player of the game. I decided to give that one to Brett Shavlik of the Buffalo Bison. I thought he played the most consistent tonight, and I thought he did the best for the Bison tonight as well. I'd like to thank all of our viewers for watching us here on Two Basin Sports Network, the Voice of the Bobcats. The final score, 50-47. just a friendly reminder to our audience, please drive home safe, especially if we're going through the Bighorns tonight. And please do not pet the buffalo. 50-47 the final here in the boys freshman game. We'll see you on Friday. Thank you for tuning in.